After months of silence, something has finally changed. If you've been following OpenCore Legacy Patcher updates like I have, you probably noticed that since December, especially when it comes to macOS Tahoe, there hasn't been anything major. No big updates, no clear progress, nothing. But now, after all this time, OpenCore Legacy Patcher has finally broken its silence. And at the same time, on the other side, we have OCLP Mod, a completely separate modified version of OpenCore, that is moving fast, very fast. Within just 24 hours, it jumped from version 3.1.5 to 3.1.7 with back-to-back updates. So here's what we're going to do in this video. First, we'll take a look at what OpenCore Legacy Patcher has actually delivered in this latest update, and whether it brings anything important for macOS Tahoe. Then we'll move on to OCLP Mod, and explore what new improvements it offers, especially for Tahoe support. And finally, we'll install it on an unsupported Mac running macOS Tahoe, to test whether it can fix major issues like Wi-Fi and GPU acceleration, or not. Now before we go deeper, if you don't know what OCLP Mod is, it's basically a modified version of OpenCore Legacy Patcher. It includes all the original features, along with some additional functionality, including early support for macOS Tahoe. Right now, this is probably the only actively developing tool that is seriously pushing toward Tahoe compatibility. Yes, the interface is mostly in Chinese, which can make it a bit difficult to use, but don't worry about that. I've already covered all the features step by step in a dedicated video. If you want to check that out, the link is in the description. Now, let's come back to the official OpenCore Legacy Patcher update. The latest update is titled detect.py, fix missing import. So what does this actually mean? Basically, detect.py is a Python script that scans your Mac's hardware and determines what patches are required to run macOS properly. In this update, the developers fixed a missing import. In simple terms, a small but essential piece of code was previously missing, which could sometimes cause errors or break the detection process. With this fix, hardware detection should now run more smoothly and reliably. This isn't a new feature, but it's an important stability improvement that enhances how OpenCore Legacy Patcher works behind the scenes. Also, this update is labeled under main, which means it applies to the current stable version, 2.4.1. Now, if we talk about macOS Tahoe support on unsupported Macs, there has been complete silence from the OpenCore Legacy Patcher team since December 4th. The only official statement we have is quite old. Back on June 30th, they mentioned that support might arrive in the upcoming winter, but they never specified the year. Now that winter has already passed, there's still no release of version 3.0.0, and no update to that statement either. So realistically, it looks like we might see macOS Tahoe support later this year, or possibly even in early 2027. On the other hand, OCLP Mod is being actively updated, with its latest release coming just a few hours ago. So now, let's move forward and see what it actually brings. In version 3.1.6, the developer improved the KDK matching system. In simple terms, this helps the tool correctly match your macOS version with the required system components, so patches and drivers can function properly. This update mainly improves compatibility with macOS Tahoe 26.4 RC. Then comes version 3.1.7. This is a follow-up update. It builds on 3.1.6 and adds additional fixes to prevent KDK matching issues in future macOS versions, especially 26.5 and above. So overall, there are no major new features here. These updates are focused on improving stability, accuracy, and future compatibility. Now let's install this latest version of OCLP Mod on my unsupported Mac running macOS Tahoe. After installation, the first step is to build and install OpenCore. Once that's done, go ahead and reboot your Mac. After rebooting, let's see what it offers. It provides patch options for Wi-Fi, audio, and FaceTime, so let's go ahead and install those patches. Now, reboot the Mac again and check the results. After restarting, let's first check Wi-Fi. And unfortunately, it's still not working. Graphic acceleration is also not working. Even though the GPU is detected and functioning at a basic level, proper acceleration is still missing due to incomplete or unsupported patches. So what does this mean? It means that, at least based on my testing, this tool is still not fully capable of fixing major issues like Wi-Fi and GPU acceleration. I tested this on 3 different unsupported Macs, and the result was the same across all of them. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it will fail on every system. It might work on certain Macs, but in most cases, full support is still not there yet. Because of this, I personally would not recommend using it right now, as a stable daily solution. Also, after installation, there are a few additional issues that may appear. I've already explained those in detail in this video, you can find the link in the description. So hopefully, now you have a clear understanding of how much these tools currently support macOS Tahoe, and where they still fall short. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.